Hello, everyone. In this section, let's learn about the website-centered layout. What is our website-centered layout? Let's first take a look at the effect. This is an example of website-centered layout. We can open it and check it. We can find that as our page shrinks, the content of the middle core is always located in one of the page's heart, and then continue to shrink, and then shrink to the minimum. You can find that it will not change, and then it will not change as our page shrinks. In what scenario will we use such a central layout? In fact, there are many. Let's take an example. For example, when we open Baidu, we can also have a look. We can see a content of the core in the middle. It is always aligned in the middle, and then we reduce it. You can see it after shrinking to a certain size, it suddenly doesn't move, and then it maintains such a size. Then even if your screen shrinks to a very small size, it just makes this part of the content not displayed, and won't continue to change as it shrinks. When your interface is large, it always keeps the middle content displayed in the middle. So how do we make such an effect? Now let's give a practical explanation of this web page-centered layout. First, open our editor, select the default web app applet side, and then the default relative positioning layout. Here we take a name called Web Page Center, and then click Create. First, because this layout is usually on the web page side, so we adjust its canvas width here, and we first adjust it to a computer. The size of the end can be reduced a little bit, and then first of all, the platitude of the problem, do not let all widget directly under the front end, so here we add a page. We can first analyze such a core fixed approach. First, it ensures 2 points. First, the core content is centered. So first, it must use a centered property of our relative positioning layout subcontainer. Second, when its size reaches a certain width, it will not change anymore. What is the use of this? This uses our minimum width. So combining these 2 points, we can do a layout of this kind of web page center. The layout of this kind of web page center is also very simple. First, we add a row widget to the bottom of the page, and then this row widget is a widget that we use to do the center and the minimum width. We can make a default width of it 100% without changing it, and add a height to it, the percentage sign, and then the actual intersection makes its width and height become 100%, and then we select a horizontal alignment as a center alignment, and then set its minimum width here. The minimum width here is how large your core area is, and we can set it here. Here we set a minimum width of 700, and then we add a core area content in the industry. Here we use a column to replace it, and then take a width of the column. If its core area is 700 pixels, we set a 700 pixel here. We need to change the background color a little bit, and then add a series of text here, and then inside this column is one of our core areas. Let's preview the effect. Let's open the inspection. You can see an area on the middle side. With the continuous change of our page, it is always in the middle. Then, when its page width is not enough, it will naturally not be squeezed in a play. Then, if the page width becomes larger, the content in the middle will be displayed in the middle. Okay, let's finally review that we want to make a layout of this web page in Chinese style. First, add a row component, then change its horizontal alignment to center, and then set its minimum width, which we will set as the width of your inner core area. Then let such a row fill a width and height of the whole screen to make such an adaptation. The above is the whole content of the website-centered layout.